Crypto Space is back with another Edel update for you guys. Edel right now sitting at just under zero just under 5 cents, 0.045 cent at $21.44 million in market cap. Edel right now actually outperforming Bitcoin and the rest of the other market, as we could see, man. Moving up against these market conditions that we're in. Most other coins aren't making any moves to the upside right now, which is very it's very bullish, man. Tokenomics for Edel pretty much similar to like I said, KTA, Zora, the Surge, pretty much similar. 40 to 50% of the supply is out, and circulating the other 48%, 47% is for ecosystem expansion, team, etc. Again, I'm not worried about tokenomics like this because that pretty much seems to be the standard, and KTA has tokenomics like this, and KTA went from the same market cap that we're at right now. This was in March. It was at 20 to 35 mil market cap in March, and went all the way up to $1.6 billion in market cap. It's consolidating right now to potentially go to 3 to 5 bill market cap in the future, when I'm for KTA with similar, pretty much the same tokenomics, right? So I'm not worried about that. In my opinion, I think the tokenomics are pretty much standard. It's fine. If it was like 10% circulating, like Monad for example, it's only 10% circulating for Monad. I like Monad, but that tokenomic structure is not great in my opinion. So as far as Edel goes, I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed with the price action. We're about 2x up from the lows at 22 million market cap. If you bought those lows at 22 to 23 million market cap, I brought my first video to update you guys back around 26 million market cap. So not too far off from the lows. Not the exact lows, but close enough, right? And like I said, I'm impressed with the price action that we have here. You could potentially see another KTA type move for Edel here. You could potentially see that, man, where it runs from this market cap, FDV 45 million in FDV, up to 2 billion market cap, if not 3 to 5 billion market cap. Why do I say this? Well, if you take the only other project that falls in line with this RWA stocks on chain utility is Ondo, right? That's the only other project, right? And honestly, most investors don't have the type of money to invest in Ondo now, unless you already have hundreds of thousands, or 20 to 50,000, 10 to 50,000, 10 to 100,000 to invest in Ondo. You're looking for 5 to 10x, you could get that through Ondo, sure. But if you're a smaller portfolio, right, investing $1,000 into a 1.5 billion, 1.4 billion, 4.5 billion asset, it's not really the risk reward we like to see in crypto. It's a safer trade, but not the risk reward we like to see in crypto, right? Because right now the FDVs for Ondo is 4.5 billion, and the all-time high FDV for Ondo was 4.9 billion, right? There's for the circulating, I should say. That was a circulated market cap. So if CoinMarketCap showed the FDV all-time high, this would have been probably 25 billion FDV market cap. So Ondo went to a 20 to 25 billion market cap FDV, guys. Think about that for a sec. 20 to 25 billion FDV. That's where Ondo went to, right? And Surge right now is at 45 million FDV. So if Ondo went to 20 to 25 billion FDV, who's to say Edel right now can't go to a 3 to 5 billion FDV, right? Who's to say that can't happen, in my opinion, right? If we're just looking at the projects that fall in line with Edel and the utility that it provides, right? Again, tokenized stocks, DeFi for tokenized stocks is going to be a top utility, in my opinion, because the TradFi and institutions are going to love that utility. And the only other utility I see for tokenized stocks is going to be leverage, right? Perp dex trading, 50x leverage on Tesla shorts, 50x leverage on Tesla shorts or longs. That's going to be another utility. So I know somebody in Aster or Hyperliquid is already building that out, right? So the only other utility for tokenized stocks is going to be DeFi, right? In my opinion. So Edel is pretty much ahead of the curve in this innovation. So they're going to be able to test it first, build it out first. So even if the bigger DeFi platforms do decide to also make that change, Edel is pretty much the front runner in this, so they could have all the bugs and everything, straightened out before the bigger DeFi platforms. Eventually they'll probably want to do the same thing as well, right? But again, Edel will be the front runner to that, which is extremely bullish in my opinion, right? So also two crazy updates. Hyperliquid whale with over $1.4 million bought 20k USDC of Edel, right? 494k Edel. I wish I was able to buy that much Edel, but this is how it is, right? When you have millions of dollars, you could just toss 1% of your portfolio into a lower cap gem, and then boom, all of a sudden he holds till a billion market cap, 2 to 3 billion market cap, he makes another $1 million, right? That's what I said, one trade at a time. I don't think he started with $1 million, this Hyperliquid whale. I don't think he started with it, but he built his way up to that million. Now he could diversify into more potential lower cap gems that could pull 50x to 100x moves to keep building that portfolio that he has, right? So that's a great sign. Whales, multi-million dollar whales are buying Edel right now. Keep saying Edel. Also, another one from Luca on Chain, KTA and Tiber whale, nearly $3.5 million in assets, which rotated 50,000 KTA into 320,000 Edel about 4 hours ago. So another multi-million dollar whale, this time a KTA and Tiber whale, rotated 50,000 KTA worth $14,000, which gives him 320,000 Edel, right? Again, holds to $1, $3 to $5, boom, more another 7-figure trade, just like that, right? That's how it goes, man. And that's why I said you just have to build accordingly, just like how these whales, multi-million dollar whales, are building accordingly, man. They find the potential gems, they put percentage of their portfolio into said gem, and then they build their way up, right? And that's what you have to do as well too, right? If you have a smaller portfolio, right? That's why I said even 20,000 Edel right here, how much is $1,000? 20,000 Edel, 23,000 Edel is $1,033. Great investment in my opinion, right? Just hold till $1 to $5, man. Take profits on the way up. Take out your initials if you want to be on the safer side, and just keep building that portfolio, right? Leaving a moonbat, because Edel might go on a potential moonshot and go to 50 billion market cap. Who's to say, right? This is how you are winning this space, man. And again, very impressed with Edel. Honestly, amazing to see whales, multi-million dollar whales are accumulating Edel. That's bullish. That's super bullish. That's why I said, like, with money like this, accumulating Edel, that's why multi-billions in market cap is very possible, because I saw the same setup with KTA, with Keto, right? How this whale rotated some KTA into Edel, right? I saw the same setup with whales, millions of dollars in their wallets started to accumulate accordingly, and then you saw that massive expansion on KTA potentially happening right now with Edel. So again, just $1,000 invested won't break the bank, won't be, I don't think it'll make you like go into debt if you lose that $1,000. So just be on the safe side, right? Some exposure is better than no exposure. You don't have to go all in. And I think Edel is going to be massive, man. Multi-billion dollar gem right here. As always, none of this is financial advice. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one.